I've used a lot of Harbor Freight tools in my day, from pry bars to hammers to the US General Toolbox, and these are the top 5. These are the top 5 that I'm going to keep around. Number 5 on my list is the Harbor Freight impact sockets. I got them in 12 point, and I got them in 6 point, got them in standard, SAE, and I got them in metric. These Craftsman holders suck. Maybe my next purchase will be a Harbor Freight fucking socket holder. Anyways, I have beat, battered, and bruised these things. I've never cracked one, broken one, or stripped one. As you can tell, they have been used to the absolute max. I use them on my little 12-ton press over there. I'll put them right inside of like a bushing, press it down and fit it through. That's not at all what they're used for, but that's what I use them for. I throw them on my impact. They work perfectly. For the price, you guys cannot beat these as compared to like your Milwaukee or your Snap-on or whatever. I got fucking 3/8 Milwaukee ones, and they're the same thing. You know what I mean? Besides the branding, everything, like, these hold up just as well as my Milwaukee ones. I've used the SK ones. I've used the Snap-on ones, and honestly, I always go back to the Harbor Freight ones. Now, where I would not use these and who these are not for is for somebody that needs thinner wall. Your 12 point's pretty thin, that's why you got them. When you're doing pinions and stuff and you need like a 32 or whatever this is, 1.25 inches, you need like 1.25 inches on a pinion or whatever you're doing, this might be a little too thick. But the really cool thing about that is you just grind it down. You grind it down, call it a day. Then you just go buy another one. You know what I mean? Like, I do wish Harbor Freight sold their complete sets. I know they are starting to. Icon does have a no skip set. So I'm gonna have to give that a try. But number 5 on my list is definitely Harbor Freight impact sockets. I absolutely love them. I use them all the time when I'm using my 1/2 inch stuff. Eventually, I'll upgrade and I'll get a 3/8 set. But for now, I just got the 1/2 inch and I love it. Let's go on to number 4. My number 4 on the list from Harbor Freight has got to be the 3-ton Jackstands and the 3-ton long reach, low profile jack from Harbor Freight. I absolutely love this jack. I cannot get enough of it. Long, low, jacks high, fucking jacks off. It does a whole bunch of stuff that I don't even need it to do, and I love it. The best part about it is the foot pedal. Let's zoom on in. So the part I absolutely love about this jack is the foot pedal. All you gotta do is just press on it with your foot, and it goes up pretty high. Now, while we're zoomed in here, we'll talk about the jack stands a little bit. These jack stands are great. I know Harbor Freight has had problems with their jack stands in the past, but honestly, I have 6 of these, and I don't have any problems with them. I got 2 of these, or 4 of these holding up the truck, and then I got 2 more that just kind of float around for my car or the wife's Jeep or whatever. So they go pretty high, and then they got this safety pin in here. So as long as you guys lock that in there, there really is nowhere for these bad boys to go. Just lock the pin and you'll be good to go. I have been seeing on Facebook a bunch of guys have been putting numbers right here. I think that's a fantastic idea, and I'm going to start doing that too. Honestly, I love them. It's been fantastic. I'd like to get some 6-ton ones. I think for now the 3-ton works just fine. This jack goes super low. I'll get a tape measure. I got one right here. We're going to go to probably 3.5 at its lowest, which is perfect for like a Camry or a Subaru, or which is perfect for like a Camry or a Subaru or whatever. But I've had no problems getting underneath low cars. I had a buddy that had a Subaru that was slammed, and no problem. Well, as long as it was less than 3 inches, you know what I mean. But being up here in this cold weather climate, you kind of got to have a higher car. But that's about the height over there. I'll put actual heights in here, but that's saying it's about 26-ish. I'll make sure I put the actual heights. I'll put them here. Drop them right there for you guys. You can get long reach handles. I've never had an issue with mine being too short. You just undo the screw and it comes off. You can break it down. can break it down in half. It gets even smaller. Pack this up in your service truck, whatever you got to do. It's greasable in a few spots. You can buy parts for it on Harbor Freight. That's what I like about Harbor Freight parts, man, is like you can buy parts for these things, like casters for a toolbox or whatever, right? Like that's my favorite part. But anyways, this jack is really good for a garage my size and for what I do with trucks and Jeeps. If you're someone with a smaller car, I definitely don't think that you need one this large. That's the downside, is it's a large jack for what it is. You can definitely get them smaller, lighter weight. But if you're someone who's got a decent sized garage and you need a good solid jack to get you around, this is definitely my suggestion right here. Let's hit the number 3. Now, I think number 3 on the list, and I know a lot of people can agree with this, I think number 3 on the list has got to be the dead blow hammer from Harbor Freight. The Pittsburgh one, the neon orange dead blow. They come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pound ones. I got the 2 and the 5 here. At first, I only had this one, and I beat it to shit. And then I had to do some fence posts. Picked up the 5 pound one, and the 5 pound one has been incredible. I definitely don't use it on smaller things, like suspension or whatever, but it's been fantastic for me. I beat this one up. This one has treated me well. It's been beat, battered, torn up, misused, dropped, rained on, hailed on, greased on, anything you can think of. This one's a little cleaner for sure. I definitely recommend the 2 or 3 pound one. The 5 is for some big guys, and I don't do that much shit, so I get the smaller one. But I think that concludes the dead blows. That's pretty simple. There's not much to it, just a dead blow. Let's go on to our number 2. Oh man, this one is, I know this one might strike up some conversation in the comments, but I'm going to say it. The Pittsburgh offset T-handle hex key set. I love them. I have not broken one yet. I use anything from the small guy, the 1.5 millimeter, the 16th millimeter. I use them for my phone. My case bolts on all the way up to the 10 and the 3/8. I use them both. I have never had a problem with them. They're super comfortable in your hand. They have the ball end on there, so you can kind of wiggle around a little bit and have some movement. They have just a regular end on your short handle side. They're super comfortable in the hand. I like the plastic and not the grip because it cleans up really nicely. You know, you can kind of just rub all the grease and oil off of it and go about your day. I do want to pick up a set of the Icon ones, so Harbor Freight, send me one to do a review. I'll do Icon versus these. I should do that. But I love them. Haven't broken them. The holder that it comes in is super nice. Keeps them on my toolbox perfectly. No problems with them. Now, somebody that might not need these or might not want these is if you don't have room for this tall case here, if you want to lay them down. Other than that, I mean, I can't really think of anybody that wouldn't use a cheap T-handle Allen wrenches, right? It's like, I love them. I've had every size. Like, I have not had a problem finding a size. They fit perfectly on my hutch here. I do everything I need to. So let's move on to the number 1 tool, the one I use probably the most. Let's get after it. Number 1 on the list of stuff that I use from Harbor Freight all the time that I absolutely love and I would buy again are pry bars. Don't matter what kind of pry bars, any kind of pry bars. I love them. I love these ones. Great for suspension work. My leaf springs have been phenomenal. Getting really anywhere, fucking pounding on the back end of them and knocking stuff out. I've hung my body weight on it. Not gonna lie, I'm 250 pounds. I put my body weight on these, at least the long one. What I really like about these is that if you're trying to line up leaf springs or if you're trying to line something up in general, you can push this all the way through, kind of wiggle it around and find it and push it all the way through. Drive it through and then chase it through with your bolt. These have been phenomenal for that. This one I don't really use that much unless it's a smaller bolt, but still love it. And then I'll just throw it in there at Pry Bars. It comes in a 2-pack normally. I don't know where the other one is, in the box somewhere, but I love these Pry Bars. Pulling pallets. I always got them in my to-go bag. If I'm packing for a job or whatever, I'll grab the small one. You never know when you're going to need a Pry Bar, but I love this one. Whether it's hammers, Pry Bars, Allen keys, jacks, Jackstands, whatever it is, those are the top 5 that I would buy from Harbor Freight if I had to again. If I lost it all and had to go back, I'm picking these up from Harbor Freight. I'm not buying name brand of these at all. I love them. A couple honorable mentions that I do got to say. Harbor Freight lighting. Their lights have been good to me. That's a bonus item. And also the Harbor Freight hat. Where else are you going to get a hat for $6? Am I right? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. I got to get inside and get some shit done. But this is the top 5. Comment down below what you guys want me to do next. And I'm out of here. Peace.